I'm going to help you build a business from 0 to 2 million by telling you a story about how I did it. Now, first of all, before I do, I just want to say, don't listen to scammers out there selling you courses about how to get rich quick. There is no such thing as get rich quick. There is only get rich lucky. And I'll talk about that in another video. Luck is the key to success, folks. We all need it. I was lucky in business. It's not an insult to say I was lucky. And I'll tell you all about that in another video. So if you're interested in things like this, how to build businesses, genuine companies, understand the mindset of an entrepreneur, then hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, hit the alarm bell, because we go live every single week with guests that can share knowledge with you that could change your mindset around business. Now, how did I build a business from 0 to 2 million pounds profit, not turnover, profit with zero investment? This is an important thing for you guys to get to grips with. So many people approach me for investment and they actually don't need my money. They just need to rethink how they're going to build that business. So here's an example. I had no money and I built a business that made me 2 million pounds profit. The first step, of course, is ideas. I sat with my business partner and we brainstormed all sorts of crazy ideas, from concepts called Pink Tank, which I can talk about another day, which turned into a business called Fluid, which I sold to PwC for a lot of money. We sat down and we came up with all sorts of ideas. Now, one of the ideas that we came up with was a concept and a brand we ended up calling Coaster Ads. And this is how we made 2 million pounds profit from this business. We sat down and we planned out how we could get a client, a partner, a brand to pay for the business creation. So myself and my business partner sat down and created a really interesting deck around the idea. And the idea was simple. Like a lot of ideas are always the best ones simple. And the idea was, what if we remove all the drinks coasters in the world? You know, the ones when you walk into a bar and restaurant and they, as you sit down, put a coaster in front of you for you to put your drink on to protect their table. That product, what if we take that coaster that presently most bars and restaurants around the world has Carlsberg or Heineken on it? What if we removed them and instead replaced coasters that we would make with a company's advertisement on it? So the idea was simple. We would remove all these coasters in the world, make our own, put a client's brand on it, place it in that bar and restaurant. We'd share the revenue with the bar, and we'd share, of course, the profits with the venues that were distributing the coasters for us. The idea was brilliant. Now we had to execute it. So we put it into a deck, and I personally went and pitched that idea to 20 top brands. I said what we were going to do and how we were going to do it. And I said, the first one to back us, I'll give you exclusive for 6 months. The first brand to say that they would do it was United Airlines. We got the creative from them and we put it on coasters for them and we distributed it in bars and restaurants in Hong Kong and Chicago to start off with, which, by the way, is another tip when building a business out. You can have a global vision, a grand vision, but you need to start somewhere. So we started in Hong Kong with this concept. And how did we pay for it if we didn't have any money? How did we manage to get it off the ground and actioned without any money? Simple. And this is a trick I think if you guys learn now, you can transform how you grow your businesses. We simply charged a 50% deposit invoice to United Airlines to execute the campaign for them. That 50% fee was exactly the cost for us to go out and create the coasters, distribute the coasters, organize the distribution with all the venue partners. That 50% fee was designed to be all of our upfront cover costs to start the business. We gave that invoice to United Airlines, they paid it within 14 days. We then took that money, hired people, did what we had to do to execute it. We then executed it into all the venues. Then United Airlines had proof that we were actually legit. We'd done what we said we were going to do, and we sent them the other 50% deposit. And with that 50% profit, pure profit, we were then able to grow the product into something much larger. Eventually this business actually got acquired, and now today it still exists within the infrastructure of someone else's marketing business. But that model, I think, I can tell you, is a very repeatable model. One of the other interesting things that you might find useful about this story is that the actual product itself ended up becoming our marketing. So a lot of people will come to me again and say they need money to market themselves. They want to pay for Facebook ads, for example. And I always tell people that if you can make the product itself be your advertising, that's the key. So in Coaster Ads' case, what we did was we put the advert on the coaster of United Airlines, which the first advert, for fun to tell you, was United said you can go from Hong Kong to Chicago, just take this coaster with you and you can get a free lunch in both locations with this coaster. That was the campaign. But at the very bottom of the campaign, we put powered by Coaster Ads, designed by Fluid, which was the company that I had that was a design company. And with those marks on the coasters, everybody that sat down that owned a brand, Carlsberg, for example, or Heineken, that then saw that their coasters were no longer distributed, who was this company that had taken control of this distribution model? We were advertising on our own product, and that meant we got inbound inquiries. We never had to do any marketing. Our actual product was the marketing. Now, I know for a lot of you listening, you might be thinking, well, how does that marketing strategy apply to a non-media platform? The simplest answer is, if you're in the service business, the best way you can ever promote your business is if someone else does it for you. If you have a client who loves you, you don't need to spend a fortune on marketing on Facebook to tell people you're brilliant. Get your customer to tell people you're brilliant. That is the secret to marketing. It's never about you promoting yourself, and it's always about other people showing you love. With that being said, if you loved this video, do me a favor, hit the like button. Share this video with anyone out there that's either starting a business and struggling or needs help to scale their existing business. I'm asking you to do exactly what I'm telling you to do, which is share this content and do my marketing for me. If you do that, I'll notice you, I will be grateful, and the person you share it with might be grateful too. Finally, if you have any questions about business, I have been an entrepreneur my whole life. I left school at 15 and started companies. I built 18 businesses from scratch, invested in 68 startups at the time of putting this video out. I'm here to help you. So if you have any comments or questions or needs, then feel free to drop us a comment below, or go onto our website, simonsquibb.com or thepurposefulproject.com, and let us know how we can help you. Free has value, folks. Don't let other people tell you free has no value. You ask anyone that doesn't have the money to pay for something if free has value, and they'll tell you it's the most valuable thing you can ever do for them. So thank you for listening today. I hope this free insight was useful to you. I hope it brought you value. Let me know if it did, and we'll see you again soon.